Everybody welcome. I'm AZD, aka Spiders, my close friends. This is IMC Nation. We're a movement worldwide. We're a movement of change, okay? I want to tell you about a little bit today of change. And change is one of those things that if I know anything about life, if I and you have observed anything for ourselves, let's unwrap the legs. They're all knotted up. If there's anything that you and I have observed for ourselves without having to be told, right? We don't have to read in the book. We don't have to study anything. Change is happening all the time, right? You're different. That's a fact, right? Nothing stays the same. And so what we're looking for is we're looking for truths. We're looking for solid blocks of truth that we can begin to build in the desert, a pyramid. You know, one of the things I really love about the Egyptian pyramids is that they're built on the sand. And how the hell did that happen, right? One of the things that people always wonder, I wondered it before, but now I wonder at it, is the difference, is where did they get these stones from? I have my own theory. Where do you think the stones came from? Anybody know? I have a new theory that came to me today. Huh?
Anunnaki.
Well, yes. How do they do it? Did the Anunnaki fly these giant stones from Anunnaki land and then start Legoing it? Or how did these gigantic stones get moved and where the hell did they come from? Like, they say that the slaves pulled them up, right? But I ask, go look at Egypt and go look around it. They would still have to come from somewhere for them to fucking move it. Right? They failed to tell us. So where did the material come from, though? What, from that mountain? And then they went and they chipped at it, and then the mountain still looks the same? And what the fuck? Right? That's a new question, maybe for you. Any ideas? We're a mastermind group. We like to think. That's all we do all day. We're addicted to this shit, bro. More than ever. Remember last time when the chick was like, I'm a gamer? That whole conversation? Oh, that was so cool. So last time we go, and the chick is like, I'm a gamer, and my boyfriend's a gamer. And then somehow it gets to like, we game too.
We're gamers too.
Yeah. She's like, what game do you play? I said, it's a Sims game, simulated game, right? Really? I said, yeah, but it's kind of like played in real life. She's like, really? Sounds interesting. I said, yeah, you work on your character. I didn't say like, she still thought it was a game.
I was wondering how you're going to do that.
Yeah, I did it all the way to the end.
Your stats.
Yeah.
You improve. She's like, whoa, how do you do that?
Yeah. I said, you know.
Money and...
and I said, man, I was up gaming till 4:19 a.m. last night. I said, I go to bed and I woke up and I was gaming again. And I am addicted. I said, nah, I really am just addicted to gaming, you know? And she's a gamer with her boyfriend, right? But no, I have an addiction to the game. And so anyway, let's go back to the stones. What do you think? Anybody have any ideas? Anybody have Egyptian in them?
The stones were brought from space, somewhere in space.
Okay, what part? And how? Like, was it like a giant mothership that had stones inside of it? Or did it have like a tractor beam and they were flying behind it?
I think that they had some sort of...
Yo piensa? See?
Yo piensa?
Pienso.
Piento?
Pienso. I'm thinking. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
thinking, yeah, pienso.
Man fake me kolam.
They say it a little differently.
Farsi, yeah.
Yeah, I think that they had some sort of, like, because, you know, like, at least in movies, they have, or even in the fourth con where they, like, beam that guy up, or they beam that person up. So they have some sort of beam that picks up these stones. And where do the stones come from? The stones, I would say, the first image was, like, them taking these stones from different planets.
Right, and so I'm trying to like visualize, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly these ships are coming by, which is already cool looking, and then they have these enormous monolithic stones that are like 10
I
tons.
think it was just the fusion planes. I don't think it was like it was different ships. I think it was just one or two ships
That were so massive that carried these stones.
I think they carried them through some sort of like pull. It wasn't like they carried them on the ship.
Yeah, it's called a tractor beam, so that's what I'm saying. Is it like we see a ship and behind it are these stones in the air?
Yeah,
coming
under it. I think it was under it. Like it was right under it, so it would be floating like this.
And then they would let go like Tetris.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Like a helicopter carries a fucking thing, but except there's no string. It's just it doesn't matter how heavy the stone is. The ship can carry that weight.
Okay.
It's like,
so are you saying that at some point we would see these ships through? If I was in space,
yeah,
I would see. Oh shit! They're taking some stones to Earth. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think they're from Mars. They were teleported.
teleported.
Pre-built, like from IKEA.
Right, IKEA. So then they put it in a teleporter or some shit.
No, they put these there's like these poles. They're on the four corners of the pyramid.
Yeah.
And these poles they connect and they create a portal and they just instantly teleport here to Earth.
Okay.
It comes here pre-built from Mars.
Okay.
I think they're immigrants. They're illegal.
Yeah, illegal. That's right. They need a wall.
illegal.
We need Trump. Okay, good. What else? Any other ideas? First of all, right, whatever, how they were put together and all that shit. But where did the fucking stones come from? I have a new theory today. I don't think it's ever been said, bro. Yeah, it came to me. So who knows? Maybe somewhere. They said every time you have an idea, somebody else has it. So somebody else on Earth right now is thinking this shit, right? But they don't have the whatever it is, the media to talk about it. So they're sitting there with an idea, and they probably don't even have the courage to speak on it.
So is there an origination source of the idea? And what if it was you?
I don't know. I don't know that. I just know that I got a new idea about it that makes more sense than ever today. For me, I've been thinking about this, periodically. It's in the back of my mind. How the hell? Where? Not how. Okay. They say that they use sound technology to move it. I can see that, right?
If they could do that, I could see them just making the stones out of the sand.
That was it.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought.
I've been thinking that the whole time.
Right? You thought that too? Yeah. Okay. Now, up until today, have you ever thought that?
No.
Your question made me think of that. I'd never thought of it.
Right. But up until today, did you ever think, how did the stones get here?
Yeah, definitely.
The two that got the same idea I had. Up until today, you pondered this question, right?
Yes.
But never with that answer, right? Isn't that crazy? What about you?
I've had the sand idea, but I didn't have it.
You're a sand nigger, bro. It's Afghani. It's a sand nigger. Okay?
You know what I called yesterday? You're like the neighbor.
Yeah, that's right. So you thought what? That it came out of the sand?
Yeah, I thought, not just now, but in the past, when I've thought about the question of where did the stones come
Yeah.
from, one of them was, it was built using the sand. Like they took the sand.
Why did you say that? So that idea was not as logical as the other one for you?
I mean, it was, well, that's the thing. It's like, it was too logical. Like, it was just too simple. Like, well, I mean.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Whenever you're looking for an equation, look for the simple equation.
Yeah.
Right? Martial arts looks complicated, but it's really simple. Chess looks complicated, it's simple. Music looks complicated. To the one who knows it, they're working on basics. And relationships, anyways, I had the same idea. The idea came to me today, and I've thought about it a lot, that it would be very easy because there's all this sand there. And they would just play a frequency on it, and they would make the sand itself. Now, I think there's a way to test that. They would have to see if it's the same material as the sand, right?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Is it or is it different?
It has some of this. It has limestone in it, and then it has a bunch of impurities. I mean, it's just ground down and whatever. But the limestone is there, and the pyramids are made of limestone.
So that actually makes more sense to me today.
And limestone is just a sedimentary rock, so you just press it together, and it becomes that.
Won't that make sense?
So yeah.
So it can't be that hard technology. We can do it now. That's how we make glass, right? We heat sand and then turn it into fucking glass. So there goes that fucking question. That's easy. So they built by playing a certain frequency, right? Solidified it, and they played another frequency and made it light. Light meaning what? Like weightless, because you can see that happening if you go on YouTube. They play a certain sound frequency to glass, and it begins to go. It turns kind of like water, and then they can break it, right? So we see something solid. When frequency hits it, it starts to change. We also know that bacteria in the body can be killed with sound. You should know that. Frequency. That's the future of medicine and also the passive medicine. It's the correct medicine. The correct medicine is each bacteria must by virtue of existing, must have its own vibration, right? Just like glass. And if you match it with a certain vibration, you can either amplify it, that's how they make us sick, right? Or you can destroy it, and that's that. Now, this is fascinating because my obsession has been with relationships, right? My entire obsession of my life is relationships, right? And that's a relationship still. How humans relate to sand, right? With sound. And let's just say you're in the desert, okay? And some more advanced race And they're more advanced because they have a technology. They're also more advanced because to create technology, you're going to have to create the language for it. Is this true? You're a PhD. Would that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Right? Of course to you, but not to somebody who doesn't know. So for you to go study any science, the first thing you're going to have to do is learn the words of the science and what it means. And if you learn incorrectly, for example, in the game of mating, right? There's a term, almost the whole society knows it now. It's called neg, right? Got it from Mystery, my teacher. And neg, people think is a backwards compliment, right? I don't know what a backwards compliment is. It's like a fucking weird statement. It's like a boy girl, right? It's like a tranny, right? There's no such thing as a backwards compliment. There's a compliment. Forward compliments. That was a sideways compliment. A compliment is something that compliments. End of story. I don't care where the fuck it comes from, right? But imagine in the desert of relationships, and I believe that's where you are. I believe the entire planet Earth is a desert in relationships. There's nothing, right? A lot of people up there right now, men and women, have no relationship with the opposite sex worth anything. Some of you don't even have anybody to talk to, right? You're alone all the time. And that shit hurts, doesn't it? You could do what 99.999% of strippers and prostitutes in Vegas, we're in the land of strippers and prostitutes, you should know that. They have all convinced themselves that they don't need a man. And it's a very interesting topic to get into with them because they quickly get upset. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Their tolerance level is about 2 sentences. And I know exactly how to pull their puppet string. And you never want to be like that in communication. You never want to have the control. How do you say control in Spanish? Mando. You never say, you want to give the control to the outside, all right? You just don't want to do that. So if I can enter any strip club tonight and tell you guys in 3 sentences, I'm going to have this bitch going nuts right now, going crazy. Leaving, getting loud, becoming manly, right? And they never say it in a feminine way. You ever get into a like I would like to see one of them stay feminine and tell me she doesn't need a man. You notice that, right? It's good observations. I'm smarter today because I use my own technology. Let's say that there was a sarcophagus. That's where they put mummies in, or pharaohs, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say that the sarcophagus was alien tech. It just means technology, not from here, somewhere else, right? Alien tech. And you were able to, at night, go in the sarcophagus, close it, and it would regenerate your cells. How much do you want to bet they have that, by the way? Okay? Beds that do that, right? So, let's say you could do that. You'd be an idiot to not go and fucking regenerate at night. Good. So I'll use my own technology on myself to get smarter, wiser, and just better. Evolve, right? So, and that's called the quantum leap. I'll plug that at the end. So, plug your butt, buddy. Plug your butthole. Andrew Tate. I love Andrew Tate, right? Andrew Tate is tits and ass, Manu would call it, right? My teacher Manu would say Brad Pitt is tits and ass. Right? You know Brad Pitt? Mm-hmm. Right, the actor. During my time when I was growing up, he was like the main celebrity. There was all these like heartthrobs, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Leo DiCaprio. They were like the men, you know what I mean? And my teacher would say, those are tits and ass. They have no acting, they have no substance, they're hired by Hollywood to do that thing. So, back to the sarcophagus, change your technology. You're living in some kind of a desert when it comes to relationships, okay? And there's nothing there, and it hurts. So, you turn into, like, let's say the girls, that's what I was saying, right? They never stay feminine like a rose, or a flower, or the sound of a harp, right? They become like heavy metal when they talk about it, right? I don't know, I make my own money, I don't need no fucking man. They go as far, now imagine landing on a planet that you don't know. And you get with the inhabitants, and you find the beautiful women, they look like our women, let's say, right? And then you hear them say this, I masturbate. What do you mean? I shove some dildo in my vagina and vibrated, and I closed my eyes, and I imagined, God knows what the fuck I imagined at that point, right? Wouldn't you be kind of creeped out, right? You'd go home, shut the doors, and be like, oh shit, I gotta mate with these fuckers. So they never say it softly. They never say like, well, you know, I don't need a man. They become testosterone, right? Because they have to take the place of the man they need to survive, right? Now, it's not really their fault. It's really nobody's fault, okay? It's that they are not led by a man. So we go to the men. To change the culture, you change the men, okay? And you educate the children. And that's it, right? And what about the women? They amplify everything, right? They make them, whatever it is, they make it bigger, right? Like if you're a man and you got emotional problems, then the women are going to amplify that for you, okay? The only thing they drain is your money, no matter who they are. But eventually they get that right too, okay? So let's go to the men. You're living in a desert and you have no relationships, right? And you go home. I like to be home alone, right? But by choice, not always, okay, but sometimes. You go home and you have nobody. So then you do what I do, you turn on TV. I love watching TV. I'm not against TV, right? TV doesn't bother me. Instagram doesn't bother me. TikTok don't bother me. I learn from all of it, okay? And you turn on the TV and you're alone. And you've been alone for weeks, months. You're in the desert. And on TV, they show you water, an oasis, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you look out and there's just nothing but, damn. Okay? You're going to do what that nasty woman does, right? You're going to fucking grab your dick and you're going to look on TV and you're going to visualize, okay? What you don't recognize is during that time, you have spirits around you, good and bad. The good ones will feel kind of disgusted like we do when we're talking about it right now. It's like, oh, damn. Right? They don't come around and like start partying with you while you grab your dick in your hand. You know what I mean? They don't come around and like, wow, this is great. Let's give them some wisdom. Right? That's a good vessel. Right? That's someone who can carry wisdom, strength, and power. So they just go take off. In fact, they may even like you, but, you know, masturbation is one thing. Masturbation in public is psychotic. Just so you know that. If you want to know what a psychosis is, it has some exact things in it, okay? And one of them is someone who exposes themselves in public is psychotic. You should know that, right? If you ever see that, it's over. Yes, all the gay pride people are psychotic. That's a really good point. I never thought about that. Right? I know that as a technical thing. It's not, I'm not making this shit up, okay? One of things of psychosis is people exposing themselves in public, right? If you ever see that, you're not safe around that individual, no matter what. Treat them like the most evil thing you could possibly have around you, because you are facing that shit, right? So anyways, even if it's that, the good people would turn away from you, all right? However, there's many spirits, just like there's many people and there's many insects. Oh my God, I did something so cool today. So I'm leaving the house. I decided to go through the back today, right? And I open the door and there's a little insect on the floor. And it's like I don't know. I think it's a cricket. It could be a cricket or it could be a cricket hybrid or some shit. Huh. Cricket hybrid. It had super long antennas. I haven't seen antennas that long. I was like, damn. I thought it was a cricket until I realized the antennas were like 3 times his body. And what is going on with this thing? It's right by the door. I'd rather not kill something I don't need to kill. So I'm like, all right, how do I shoot this thing? And I'm not one to like grab it with my hand. I get kind of like, you know, jeeper, creeper, whatever the fuck that is. What is that? But there's a word for that. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, is that what it's called? Jeepery? No, there's a word in there. But anyways, so I'm like, fuck. So I look around and I see a little towel. And I'm like, okay, if I flick properly, the air should whiff it away, right? So I go, well, the fucking wind pushes it back in, right? I'm like, son of a bitch. Now I have to make a decision. How am I going to kill this thing? Am I going to step on it? Right? Do I pray to its soul? Am I going to like have a little conversation with the creator and say, hey, creator, you know, evolve this little guy, right? We all got to die. He just ended up in my fucking house, and let his next incarnation be something bigger or better, right? As I'm going through this fucking thing, it starts to go into the fucking corner. Now, things are escalating in my world, and I was just trying to come over here, dude, right? I'm just trying to get in my car. So then I go, just leave it. And then I realize if I leave it, at the right time, it'll show up. Which is what? At the wrong time. And that's every time you don't handle a problem in your life. You get it? It shows up at the wrong time. You say something, your girlfriend rolls her eyes. You ignore it. Right? You say, okay, I'll let that little bug stay in the corner. Then go forward. The rolling of the eyes was an idea she had about what you said or what you did. You got it? And you let it stay there, and maybe it won't show up. But one day you'll be sleeping, and then you'll be like, oh. And you got like the fucking thing, and its baby's on you now, right? And now you panic and jump up and break a few things. I sleep with weapons, so instead of like just smashing it, now either katana bladed to death, nunchuck it to death, ninja sword to death, darted to death. I'm not gonna reach for my gun with that, but it would be one of those things, right? But it's now extreme. Not only do I kill the thing, I fuck up my bed, right? I break the furniture. Or worst case scenario, you lose it, right? One time I was in Los Angeles, back in time, I'd go to Los Angeles and study with my teacher Manu, and I had absolutely no money. I had enough money to get the gas. My mom would help me with the gas money. So there was that. And then I knew I had enough money to go to the liquor store right outside the theater, the complex. We got to visit again. Oh yeah, we're going soon. Let's see if we can get that complex to do a class there on the way to San Jose, right? So anyways, I have enough money to get a motel, which is not there anymore. It was on Highland and Hollywood, right? They broke it down. It was a really enormous hotel. We were going to a motel, hostel, it was all that. Dirty. And for like, I think $100 or $110 with tax, I would get a fucking room that was as big as this fucking room. Sometimes it had I'm not kidding. One time I had 2 bedrooms and a shower. The problem is when you get in that fucking shower, there was grime everywhere. And the floors were fucking dirty, and you did not. I remember I would wear my fucking sweater like this, and I'd sleep like this with a beanie. And I hate sleeping with clothes on. Right? But that's why I had to spend the night if I was going to be studying with Manu. And it was worth it. It was worth every fucking second of it. And if I could go back in time, I would do that consistently, you know? So anyways, cute feet, right? So then, one night I'm there, and I'm sleeping, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I just happen to look on the bed, and I see a piece of lint, a black piece of lint, right? And I'm so fucking tired, because I'd do class, and I'd go out and do shit like that. I'm like, oh my God. And, you know, I wear glasses, so when you don't have glasses, you can't see detail. You know where the story's going, probably. And so I'm looking at it, I should just get up and look at it, because it's right next to my foot, you know? Fuck. It's just lint. Right? Yeah. Then I woke up and the lint wasn't there anymore. And it went through my mind. Was that lint? Was it not lint? Oh shit, I start panicking. What if it wasn't lint? Well, I found the lint later. The little black cockroach was over there. It just happened to be on the floor next to it. Right? There's my bed, there's the floor. Man, I was so creeped out. I didn't handle it. And it showed up later, and I fucking panicked all around it, and I was like grossed out the rest of the fucking day thinking this thing crawl on me, and nasty shit. And that's what happens when you don't handle your life. Okay? One time I was in the shower, and suddenly, right here, I was like, oh, what the fuck? It hurts. It itches and it hurts. A little bump. It's not a pimple. What the fuck is that? Okay, don't worry about it. Right? Next day, this thing's bigger. Right? It's hurting a little bit more. Don't worry about it. About 4 days later, this thing is really big. Right? And it's got fluid in it. So I do what any sane person does. I grab the needle. Right? And I put the needle in it and started to draw out the whatever the fuck is in it, the fucking fluid. Right? So I was like, all right, I'm good. Well, I think that activated the damn thing or something. And it was a brown recluse spider bite in Vegas. And it almost killed me, literally, right? And then, when I got on YouTube to study what this thing was later on, I saw that it didn't have to be all that shit. That if I had known early enough, it would have just been a matter of a few antibiotics and I would have not been in a fucking hospital, right? And I just didn't handle it. Right? And many times being in relationships, I've heard women say something that just went in my head, right? What the fuck? Right? You're driving, a song comes on, and then suddenly the girl next to you turns cold and dark. And you notice it, and you make the mistake that every man makes, and you start to be nice to her. Don't ever be nice to evil. Evil is evil. If a man wants to rape you, he's going to rape you whether you're nice to him or you're mean to him. You have to understand that, right? You're under the false impression that they have ethics, that you could reason. You can't reason with evil. That's why it's fucking evil. You understand that, right? Now it's not like that. Now it's very clear what's going on. And I personally will actually end a relationship of 8 years, 10 years, 16 years, 18 years, fucking 45 years. I don't give a fuck. If I'm 90 fucking years old and I'm driving and the bitch next to me starts to get dark and weird and is not willing to handle it, then we're going to have to break up, honey. Okay? Not having that shit anymore. Because it will show up later. Back to the little cricket thing. He's in the corner of the room now, kind of like that. So I have a solution for this. And it's not my gun. And it's not my knives, and it's not any of that shit, and it's not a towel, it's called Raid. The fucking spray. Shh. And amongst my weapons, there's Raid. Right? Because that's an insect weapon. Fuck that shit. I don't want to have a fucking scorpion or some shit attacking me. So I'm on my way to get the Raid. Something stops me inside. Right? I turn back around. I've been watching Animal Communicators, and I'm like, here's a fucking chance. So I drop from my head, because I'm thinking, right? I'm going to fucking kill this thing. I got to go. I'm in my head. Right? I'm up here. Then I remember. I take a moment and I drop into my body. Lower and lower and lower. I go right where the heart is. And I look at it. And suddenly, I feel something that I wasn't feeling before. I'm like, is that thing looking at me? I'm not, this just happened, by the way. So from here, not from here, not from, can you please walk outside? From here, I say, you gotta go. The door's that way. I get the impression that it's hurt. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I get a little closer, it starts walking, and I notice one of his legs is hurt. For the first time, I feel compassion for it in the day. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker's hurt. I say, go. It starts to walk. It's walking in circles because one of the legs is fucked up. But I start to pick up that it's trying to leave. So I open the fucking door. I shut the door by then because it was in the corner. I open the door, and it's kind of like under the door, and I say, the other way. Hey, on my mother's life, it starts to go that way. I'm like, whoa. So then my mind comes in. Am I making this shit up? Good thing I study. Good thing I'm open to these things. I'm not all fucking all coincidence. No, fuck that. Let's just keep going, right? Keep going, buddy. I get that it asks for help. I think about Pinocchio's little cricket thing. It reminds me of that thing. And then it goes through me. I'm so glad I didn't kill this thing. Now it's close enough. It's now at the edge of the door, but there's a little ledge it has to go over, right? So I grab a towel. I'm like, now I'm going to like try the fucking wind move again. But it's still trying to go. So I put the towel away. As long as it's going the right direction, we're in communication, it seems like I'm going to keep doing this. Come on, man. Keep going. I literally, I don't know if I see it, I visualize it. I don't know, but I can tell you what I experienced, okay? I experienced it turning the fuck around and being like, can you help me? Almost like a homeless person's like, can you give me $1? And I'm like, fuck, dude. Keep going, I'd say. Keep going. Go out there. This thing starts to move faster. It starts to climb, but it can't climb. One of the legs is not working well or something, right? It goes up, it falls. It goes up, it falls. It stops. I get that it says I can't. Can you put me outside? I'm like, fuck no. I don't want to touch you. Then I do what I do every day here. I go, you can do it. It starts to go again, man. This is really taking place. And it's taking place instantaneously. Like if I said, how are you, answered me? It's taking place like that. It starts to climb. As it's climbing, I say, keep going. Use your arms. I swear to God, dude. Right? And it's like struggling. And I'm like, push. Push. And the fucker climbs over. I'm like, oh my God. This is crazy. And I say, keep going. Go outside. If you're going to die, don't die in here. Right? Out there, you're going to be all right. This fucker goes right over, goes right into the fucking area where it's no longer in my house. I shut the door, and I just stopped for a fucking second. Now, did I do that? I don't know. Right? But I'm going to try again. You see that? The next thing you know, the next moment, it made me a better communicator with all of mankind. Isn't that crazy? I'm like a little calmer today. It's probably because of that. Because then I come here and yell and cuss at everybody. That might happen tomorrow again, just so you know. Why? Because is the river always fucking flat? You know what I mean? Is the sky always like that? Did the sand stay the way that they are? Come on now, right? And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen on spiritual path is they make it seem like the spiritual master must always sit and speak like Eckhart Tolle. Not one time have I studied Jesus and seen him sit like Eckhart Tolle. Not one fucking time did Jesus sit there and have a nice conversation with a demon. Hey, little demon, why don't you leave this person alone? You have a life too. That's Jesus. Right? And you go, Jesus is not real. I don't even know if what happened with that fucking bug was real. But what is real is my experience. That is real to me. And that experience changed me. You get it? And when we read these books of these masters, we can't guarantee I wasn't there, you weren't there. A lot of witnesses to Jesus, right? But does it change you? And we talked about change as the one thing that's going to happen, whether you like it or not, dude. And what we can do is we can guide our change. That's where we have some control, and I see it. If there is any control, and I don't even know if that's in my hands, but if there's any conscious awareness of the change, then I can guide it, right? So this little bug taught me a lot today. But it wasn't the bug that taught me, it was a YouTube video. You get it? And it was all the readings. It was knowing that the Buddha says all life is sentient. That's Buddhism, right? Jesus never said that. Jesus said you eat the animals or something. You know, it's in the Bible. He's not wrong, and he's not wrong. They just have different perspectives. And I need to have my perspective. Because you're going to live with your own angle. You're living with your own ideas. You can't live with my ideas. You got to live with your ideas. And that's what makes ideas. Talk about demons, right? Let's use that as an example. There you go. I'm not going to click the message. I'll click the message later because if I do, I have to get into it. Oh man, we're going late in this one. Yes. Call me a demon. Wow. Are you on? I'm calling you a demon. I don't see your name unless you're hidden. Yes, a demon. Absolutely. Because I'm going to read the message. Somebody that I know that has benefited greatly from IMC Nation, myself, has called me a brother and all that other shit, right? Says something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way on my Instagram. So I messaged them with their own message. And I said, are you talking shit to me? Right? And they said, well, you came at me. You came at me wrong. I said, here it is. I thought it was funny. Keep your negative energy to yourself, he says. I say, what do you mean by that? Because I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, right? Let me not jump to conclusions. He says, I thought it was funny. Keep your negative. Oh, what do you mean by that? Then he says, I mean, you just tried to come at me in this inbox message, very much in defense, very inquisitive. I don't have time to talk shit about you. Brings me no fruit. Would it bring you fruit? Would you do it if it brought you fruit? Demon? If talking shit about me would bring you fruits, who's speaking? I'm safe. Maybe I'm not famous enough yet. Maybe I'm not rich enough yet. But talking shit about me doesn't bring fruits. Okay, noted. You guys get the communication? I could be wrong, but I know that I would not use that syntax myself. That's how I know others. Nice. I said, is that right? And then I said, in the same sense, is that right? All right. Why? Why all right? I understand what I'm dealing with now. And then I unfollowed them, right? I don't want to follow the person because if someone goes there, it says I'm following them. No, not. Then he says, that's right. And we let it go. Then yesterday at 10:22 p.m., I get another message. Now, the message I'm going to read to you guys, I want to warn you against people like this. I want to warn you about this communication. This is a poisonous communication, but poison has saved my life and evolved me. I was almost killed by the poison that runs through my veins now. It'll never go away. I'll show you the scar. Yo, bro, I'm concerned about you. You're starting to lose yourself in this odd character. Are you seeing all the attacks in that, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Everybody here is shaking their head, so I know I'm not crazy right now. I know I'm not making shit up right now. That's why I have friends. That's why I get to come live right now and talk about it to see if I'm insane or not. You seem to have created this illusion. It's every word is an attack. You want to hurt him? I know. I like that. And it's hurting how you are viewed by the world, which in turn will just turn a lot of people away from you. And any hope of a positive message, just want to say, I'm here if you need to talk, man. Please pray and get back to the light you have. Get back to the light you have. I'm reading it slow so I don't have the commas right. A lot of people counting on you, especially yourself. I love it when other people are experts on me. Have you ever had people that were experts on your life? Right? They gave you advice about you because they knew you so well, because they grew up with you, walked in your shoes, had your fucking experiences, right? Or maybe they just knew you because they had a conversation here and there. I don't fucking know, but obviously this person is quite an expert on Arash D. Bazaar, AZD, motherfucking Spider, and on and on. I answered last night when I got home at 1:04. Oh, no, it was in the car. I answered, is that right? Question mark. At 8:21 a.m., this person is very concerned about me because they're also texting me right now. At 8:21 a.m., I got a message again. I'm not following the person. All I've said so far is that right? All right. Then I've said, is that right? That's all I've said so far. I haven't said anything else. I've said, what do you mean by that earlier? Just remember my communication. This morning at 8:21 a.m. Yes, sir. May God bless you. I didn't sneeze, but in case I did, thank you. And your journey. Okay. May God shine down light upon your soul. This person's a preacher also. I had no idea. I should have had an idea because one time I was preaching, and I am a preacher, literally, just so you know. May God shine down light upon your soul. May the Holy Spirit, oh, son of a bitch. Damn, this person really cares. May the Holy Spirit shake the demons out of you. I should read it in the sound that it goes. Exclamation, exclamation. That's why you have to read it like that, right? Your father's a preacher, now it goes. Wait, your father a preacher too? Yeah, yours and yours. Two black men with fathers that are preachers in this house right here. If the Holy Spirit's going to be around me, it'll be around my friends. He's my friend and he's my friend. Hey, in case I'm fucked up, make sure Jesus saves me. Seriously. Right? Seriously. Yeah, no doubt. May the Holy Spirit shake the demons out of you. You are a very intelligent and articulated man. That's right, I am. Don't be a part of the circus. Well, if you ask me, you know something about me in the circus? My friends are laughing. Because if I was not doing this, the one thing I would like to do is join the circus, just so you know. My dream would be to be in a traveling circus. Uh-huh. That was the message today. At 10:39. This is new, I guess. Taking crap, period, brings no fruit. Empower, I haven't read this yet. Empower both women and men. You used me for your personal gain podcasts. You dubbed my image. Well, good thing I have personal videos of saving him. Do you guys remember that? Good thing I have those videos for proof. Good thing I have him sitting there on video saying I saved his life. Do you remember that? You know what I'm talking about. Good thing I always have insurance. Yeah, I really do. He's still messaging me right now because he's watching. So, are you an expert on me, every man, considering you tell them all about themselves? Shake my head. His message, I'm just reading his message right now. I'm on TikTok. You follow me on TikTok, homie. I was worried about you. Want to attack me? Make sure you let people know we in different time zones. Or are you like threatening my physically now? Making fun of God is sick. He's a preacher. Holy Spirit comes from God, not other men. Then he must be God right now. Right? He must be God right now. He's not recognizing that he's speaking it. You ain't saved me. I gave you an opportunity to have a voice, LOL. I did that for one of my friends, which I'm not going to name, who he betrayed. And I have those messages where I messaged him. And I said, if you talk about my friends, you're not my friend. Don't come around. I have messages from him saying, I'm in town, want to hang out. People like this make a lot of enemies for the wrong reasons. I also make enemies for the right reasons. Add me. What? You wanted help from me. And you're saying I called you at 10 a.m. It's 2. Over there. Great. And I'm a child of God, not a preacher. God saved me. You're not a savior. I have messages of the friend of mine talked about apologizing. LOL. Good. That's between you and him. No problem. I didn't betray him. And last time I checked, you got a lot of enemies. Ha ha ha. Yes. I take pride in it. I take pride in my enemies. I absolutely do. They're a reflection of me. He's still going. He's talking to me. He's so dumb. He's getting dumber, right? That's what. Is anybody hearing this and thinking this is a great man right now? I'm speaking the truth. I'm showing you the truth. Here it is.
Fucking nasty. You're reading it last night. I've gotten messages. Like the beginning of it, I've gotten those kinds of messages.
Because the person always, as myself, is consistent in the way you move. You got it? Here we go. So don't speak on things you don't know about. Well, I just remember actually somebody speaking on things they didn't know about my life. Remember that? But you just said, I have enemies. And you take pride. Yes. You guys like to, is this interesting for you? Because that's why I'm still going. Because I want to show you how to deal with demons. Oh, he hates it every time I say that. You feel it?
He'll show up if he was available.
I wouldn't let him talk right now on my platform. Normally I would, but here I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You guys can understand why. He's more famous than me.
Yeah.
He's more rich than me. He's better looking than me. He has everything that he should not be talking to me. I don't understand. Hey, you know what? Just leave me alone. I haven't even said his name. You understand?
That's true, yeah.
Leave me alone. If you're a man of God, here's what you do. You preach Jesus. What do you do if you're not welcome somewhere? Does anybody know?
Yep.
You walk out, right? You dust your feet, and you walk away. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Right. I know that. So you. Go pray. Oh, no, there's more. So-and-so, he names somebody in this room. Your number one female. Tell her to relax. You're your own man. You don't need validation from men. Go pray. I have the platform, LOL. Yes. So why are you on mine? So why are you on mine? It's much bigger. He's much more famous than me. He's very famous. I took pride in the fact that he was famous and my friend. Do you understand that? Because I don't disregard someone's accomplishments. I still don't. I still don't. I said I take pride in my enemies. If you'd like to make an enemy of me, I take pride in it. Right? He must see some threat in me. Remember when I had that little cricket I was trying to kill? Because there was a threat in the cricket. I didn't want him in my house. Right? Maybe one day I'll be big enough to not care about the fucking cricket. But right now he cares about the cricket. Bro, because you spoke to... Oh, wait, hold on. I have the platform. You contacted me, he said. This is not correct. He was introduced to me and brought here to meet INC Nation. And those are the facts, and they can be proven over and over. You are a child of Satan, and you're proud of it. You charge men to be your friends, and you lead them astray. That must mean you guys are really stupid. What I hear in that is how dumb you are. I'm charging you to lead you astray, which means I'm brainwashing all of you here, and you, right? And I'm charging you money for it. You guys must be dumb as shit, bro. Then he says, because you spoke to me. So I showed concern. And you want to clown me? No, you're clowning yourself. I'm simply reading the messages. You are clowning yourself. And you're going to keep digging a bigger hole. Keep going. You contacted me. When? Why? When and why? The fuck would I contact you? Spoke to me in regard to a comment as probably you're trying to intimidate me, is what you're trying to say. You must be getting emotional, typing faster. And yes, those men are weak, sadly. You guys know who he is? I'll tell you exactly who he is. So when he's around you, you can show him how weak you are. You got it? The next time you see him, show him how weak you are.
For sure.
If he's in Vegas, show him how weak you are. And videotape it for me. He likes to be famous. Do we have an agreement
100%.
that the next time we see him,
100%.
that if you're going to stay in my tribe, you better show him how weak you are. Thank you. And yes, those men are weak, sadly, and you capitalize off the fact that they don't have real partners. That's a man who can't say a woman is under him. Right? And he claims to be a Christian. God over Christ. Christ over man. Man over woman. Woman over child. He says partners. How do you feel about communism rules? And I want you to know, the man who calls you weak, because you're the most manipulated actually, right?
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
He's also a communist and liberal, so keep that in mind, brother.
Yeah.
Next time you see him. Of course. Yeah. There are no packs among lion and sheep. Oh, hold on. You can't read LOL. Okay? I will be in Vegas. I promise you, none of your do boys will touch me. You're right. But if you touch them, they will touch you. I promise you. I give you my word that if you touch any of them, not only will they touch you, I will too. And so will he. And his touch can break your body. And my touch, we don't even know yet. I haven't touched anybody in a long time. But you could trace that in my lineage too. There's videos and people who I've touched for many long time. Men, very strong men. A bunch, what did it say? Threat taken. I have not threatened anybody. I'm in self-defense. I'm a porcupine. Not even that strong. Threat taken. I will take them to their maker. Everybody got that? He's threatening your life now. Screenshot. Keep this video on file. If anything happens to any of you, he's the first suspect. I don't care if anybody else does it. He's now threatened every man in this room who claims INC Nation. Got it? I have it here, screenshot it, and we have it on video. You understand that?
Yep.
If he touches you, make sure you touch him at full force, because he's threatening your life. If someone threatened your family, and then they were in person, and they physically touched them, keep that in mind. Yeah, right? When I see them, threat has been received. Okay? A bunch of men. A woman is a partner. She's your help, me. Type slower, brother. Vegas don't accept you. Right, that's why I live here. Every club, every dancer speaks about all of you. Yes, we heard about it. You're right. Absolutely. You guys are beasts.
Oh, yeah.
ACD, you have no money of your own. LOL. You're right. I'm a monk. I own no dollar bill. Not one. I don't have any money of my own. You're right. I got it recorded. You don't need to. I'm a broke adult human being with sometimes $0 in my account. And yet I live the life I live. Keep that in mind. I will not ask questions. Trust me. I got it recorded. You threatened me with your cult. Well, now you're a cult. But you guys are witnesses too. I got it recorded. That's again saying that. Yeah, I heard you. You just told your men, in quotes, to fuck me up if they see me. I told you clearly you've been threatened, that you're weak men, and that you should take the threat very seriously. And you should never, ever take a threat lightly to your life. Not once. Not once. I stand by that firm, and I tell you the same thing. Seth, you need to come live here, bro. You spend no money at the clubs. These are supposed to be attacks. That's what's happening to you as I read it. As I raise in your eyes, and he drops. He's never been trained by a mentor because he can never, ever admit that he's wrong or think himself less than anybody. He says, I have witnesses. Okay, cool. I just recorded you telling your tribe to hurt me. So in self-defense said, if anyone comes at me, they gone. Don't be scared, bro. No one's coming at you, but you're not coming at anybody either. That's all that's happening. No one's coming at you. Record that, and you're not coming after nobody. But if you do, and if you touch one of us, you will be touched. For sure. Okay? I don't turn the other cheek, I smash the other cheek. You spend others' money. No, motherfucker, I make my own, manufacture it. Every dollar I've ever gotten was somebody else gave it to me, just so you guys know. I don't know if you guys are doing it any other way. Okay? I don't need, he says, I got God. I sure hope so. I just don't know if God's got you. I don't need another man to tell me about me. I'm telling you about you right now and you're listening. If you don't need me to tell you about you, log off, bro. Unless you need attention, and that's okay. Unlike all of you, I'm not just me on my information. I'm not scared. You don't sound like it. It's facts. I'm recording it. Did everybody get he's recording it? That's good. Yeah, just so you know, we're streaming on like 6 platforms. Okay. Ain't none of y'all on nothing. You ain't smashing nothing. You're right. But if you touch any of us, then we're going to touch you back. Touch me and I'll touch you back. Touch me and I'll touch you back. You make people give you money for your fake classes because everybody's so dumb except him. That's why you attended them?
That's why he came to class. That's why he came.
That's why I have testimonials from him.
Yeah, that's why he came out with all the clubs that we didn't spend time yet.
Okay. What's God's name, little buddy? It's not AZD. Okay. I'm recording for myself, Mr. Screenshot. Kind of sound like Andrew Tate, the voice is coming out. Only person I respect is, one of you guys he respects in here.
Here?
Yeah, I'll tell you the name later. Everyone else is a lonely man. I came to make you look good. You're making me look great, actually. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making me look really good. I really, really appreciate you. Spent my money, my clout, to make you look good. Huh? Huh? All right, maybe you did. Okay, thank you. Hold on. Ready? Thank you. Thank you. How's that? I won't even say no. Fine. He names 2 other people. They're your parents. He names 2 of my friends. They, the real IMC. This is getting absurd. Should I stop soon? We'll go a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and end it, bro. And say your ending piece, right? Put your claim onto the world. Say what you have to say. Oh, there's my bro. Yeah. You did? Oh, you gotta watch this later, bro. You're gonna love it. Everybody, that's Nasser Pyro, celebrity director, one of our brothers. I'm dealing with somebody that you've dealt with in the past, my brother, and I want to show you how I'm dealing with it. Okay? Yeah, but make sure you watch this. Talking about classes, I want to support your cameraman. I think he's talking about you. That's great. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for supporting my cameraman. For real, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. And that's the reason I was nice to you, because you supported my cameraman. Thank you. That's very nice of you. God bless you. Thank you. All your little attacks won't work. I haven't attacked yet. I have not attacked yet. I have not attacked once yet. I've only read his messages and said what would happen if any of us got attacked. We would then defend ourselves with the most savage defense that any God's creation would do. That's it. Facts. And he knows it. I'm sure he thanks you for it the way I do. The one you wanted to kick out. I've never wanted to kick out Pyro. Not once. Not once. Not even true. Not even true. You overlooked him. Used him and me. Oh, he's trying to put you on his team now. They cry for help. Pyro, save him.
They cry for help. Here's
Yeah.
cries to the Lord, but he does not answer.
Yeah, he does not answer. Go read Psalm 18, man. You came at me and said, if they see me, they gotta run me down. That's not what happened. It's in there. Stand on it. I sure as fuck will. I'll stand on every word I said. Don't take it back. And threat been taken. You're right. Your threat has been taken. Very seriously. You're right. I'm not going to take you lightly. I'm going to take your threat as a threat. If I see you anywhere, I'm going to remember you threatened my life. Keep that in mind. And we're all going to remember that. Okay? We're all going to remember that you threatened our life. So if we see you anywhere in Vegas, you're the man who threatened our life. Keep that in mind. You should know that too. We take you very seriously. Okay? Other people may think you're a clown. I don't. Okay? I won't make that mistake. You're a child. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That is my code. Absolutely. You ain't doing nothing. Okay? You threatened me. You gotta see what happens when the bully starts talking. And made a call to alarm to your peers. I got it. Trust that. I do. A child can't teach. I got the recording. I don't know why you're still here. Get on with your platform. Get on with your beautiful life. You have more money than me, more fame than me, more friends than me. You have God even. Don't do what Jesus did, right? Just walk away. Wipe your feet and let that be a testimony to me and IMC Nation, right? That's Jesus. Have I said anything that Jesus didn't say to you? I'll give him a little bit more and then we're going to have to cut him off because we have a class I have to teach a bunch of idiots who pay me a lot of fucking money so I could lead them astray, okay? We got work to do. I gotta take your money so I could go and not spend it to the clubs. Me being as broke as I am, I'm charging all of you, right? Some unknown amount of money, because I have no money, remember that. And I'm going to the clubs and not spending money. So somewhere in here, it makes sense, okay? We'll wrap it up. Prior to me responding, ask Pyro what he said about you. Pyro could have said, fuck AZD. Pyro could have said, AZD could suck my dick. That'll be between Pyro and I, and it's not a problem. How he got what he wanted, LOL. I sure hope he got everything he wanted, and I have more to give him as my friend. I have a lot more. You better hurry up, bro. We're killing it here. Get over here. How he got what he wanted, LOL. How you tried to scam everyone and got jealous. So you took his house, blah, blah. Those were his words. I'm sure they were, and I'm sure they were said when there was a demon in his head. The same demon that's talking here was in his head, maybe. And if it was, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But what is between me and you is now for everyone? LOL. Yes, it is. I am here on my public lecture live. These are my brothers. I have real friends. This is my family. I'm not just me. I'm IMC Nation. And it became about them the moment you called them weak. Then you spoke on them. Until then, they weren't involved. It's the moment in the camera where I said, he's talking about you now. And he's still talking about them. Keep that in mind. You got mad when he tried to build his empire. I hope you hear the language here. There was no demon. I still stand for Pyro. Why is Pyro shaking his head? Why are you shaking your head? Don't answer. But like, he stands for you, bro. He still stands for you, bro. The way he stood for you when I had to message him and say, you need to remove that, actually. Right? Makes no sense, he says. You just said Pyro and you is between y'all. What happened between us, you brought to the camera. Yeah, because Pyro came on because one of the brothers texted him to be on. Pyro had no demon. I never claimed Pyro had a demon. I claimed you were the demon. Because I feel bad for people. You do? Sure doesn't look like it here. I didn't remove it, and you only asked because it hurt your brand. Is this hurting my brand, anybody?
No.
Is this hurting my brand, anybody? I would like this to go viral. Please share this video everywhere. And I still haven't said the guy's name. Not for him, LOL. You are a fraud. You've been trying this for years. Yeah, Christina's known me since I was 16 years old. I've been doing it since I was 16. She'll vouch for it. She'll tell you, she's known me the longest. Out of everybody here, that woman's known me the longest. I've taught her children. I've dated her. I've dated her cousin. I've been to her house. I know her ex-husband, baby daddy. Go on and on and on. And she's saying yes right there. You told me to take down my post about out. Y'all want clout so bad you can't pay for World Star. That's how you get clout? You pay?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Is that how he got clout?
Probably. I mean,
You want clout so bad you can't pay for World Star. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Nigga, I'm broke. Shit. Of course I can't pay for World Star. I can't pay for my fucking rent. What the fuck you talking about, World Star? Shit. I know women you have taken advantage of. So do I. I know more than you know. I know more women I've taken more advantage of than you know. And they were saints, by the way. These women were saints. I took advantage of the perfect saintly woman. Yeah, like they were righteous, and they were not taking advantage of me at all. Oh, they were just like a dove, little sweet flower. That was trampling the women, right? That's why I have a relationship of 18 years and 8 months and 16 years online and 10 years online. That's why, because I just take advantage of women, and you bitches must be stupid as fuck too, just like these guys. Not the fact that they're all entrepreneurs making their own money. Women have been paid for services, not by me. I've never spent $1 to get sex from a woman, ever, not once. Not once. Understanding that when you're with a woman, you should pay for her. So I've definitely spent money on my woman, and I continue to do that, but never, ever have I ever paid $1 for sex. Shoot, what happened to your home? Your parents got you? I sold my home in California yesterday, because my mother helped me sell it. I have a mother and a father who love me, and I'm still their child to my dying day. And it's a mother and a father's responsibility to take care of their child. And I have beautiful parents. And I tell you what, if they hadn't raised me right, this wouldn't be the conversation I'd be having with them. I would be like my brother in jail for the rest of my life. Shout out to my brother, Sammy Luna, Sammy of San Jose, the Red Dragon of IMC. He was locked up for life. I would be him, without a doubt. Y'all can't pay for World's Star. You have to actually have something, and you're not black saying the N-word. Nigga, I say what the fuck I want, nigga. What's up? Fuck you, nigga. What's up? Shut your mouth, nigga. What's up? Try me, nigga. What's up? Punk ass nigga, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. What's up? I can say that easily, no problem. You're welcome to this. This is the best content you have had. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for helping me again. LOL, stop defending yourself. You look guilty. Wow, people become delusional. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Is this a lesson? Is this a lesson for everybody? This is it, right? That's why we're still going. Congratulations for being on. Make sure you send this video to everybody. Make sure everyone sees this video, everybody, so that it hurts my brand and does all the other stuff. So they see that I'm a cult leader and I'm broke and whatever the fuck else has been saying, okay? And how weak all the men here are. You're saying he's trying to trigger me? Good thing we started the lecture about the mondo being outside the control. No, you paid for service and also got them drunk. I think it's not about women. Huh? I know more than you think, fraud. Threat taken again. You ain't gonna do nothing. Stop it. LOL. Don't worry, you won't get no posts. Just keep this energy when you see me. You better believe I will. I am this energy. You keep the energy. If you have to create it, make sure you keep it. This is my essence. This is my essence trickling out of the faucet. I haven't even turned on the water yet. You want to hurt me? Do it yourself. Touch me and I will. Touch me and I will. Without a doubt. Okay? LMAO. Baby boy, I'll kiss your forehead. Moi, you sweet. I think it's turning gay now.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good attack.
Right? I think that's what happens when you treat women a certain way, they start getting turned on. Right? Isn't that what happens to women when you put them in their place? Put the boundaries? Stay logical while they become emotional? Isn't that what we're seeing right now? Are we seeing how women act? You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. But if you touch me, I'm gonna touch you back. So I'm gonna tell you. Okay? Stop acting hard for men. Aha. Right. Why don't you call up some of my brothers and tell you if I'm soft or not? I can't lie, man. You put me in my place. Huh? I strive to be you right now. I look up to you. I wish I was you. Are you joking? Or, I mean, if you're saying sorry, just say sorry, man. Okay? I might even accept it. What the fuck? You haven't even dented the fucking paint on the fucking spaceship. Like, what the fuck? If you want to say sorry, just say sorry. My whole life, I wanted to be you. You're so amazing, man. Oh, now he's trying the sarcasm. Okay, let's keep going a little bit longer. You're so amazing, man. I never met such an amazing man. Thank you. I apologize. Sincerely? Put it on video that you apologize to me. And let me hear the sincerity in it. And I swear to you, I'll accept it. But it has to be sincere. We all know authenticity. Okay? You forgive me? I'd like to come tomorrow. If you come tomorrow, you're not invited. So you'd be coming uninvited to a group of men who you've threatened. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to tell you, don't come. You're your own man. Do whatever you want to do. But you're not welcome here. No. Let's sit face to face like men. No need for videos. No. No. That is not accepted right now. Okay? There will come a time where I'll accept the face-to-face talk. It won't be today, not after this. Right? Not after the bully throws punches and kicks and does all that shit and gets defeated. It's not the time to do it. You need to go think about it. You need to go look at who you made an enemy out of yourself. You need to go make it, you need to take a look at who you threatened. You need to go take a look at who you came and tried to do whatever the fuck you did. And you need to take a good look, hard look at it, bro. Okay? That's what you need to go do. And I'll end this right now. It's 11:15 already. Let me see. Oh, I didn't threaten them. Okay, whatever. We're not going to go into that. You use them to threaten me. Face-to-face is called man behavior. You should have thought about that before you did all this shit. Okay? Just use this to show you're a scam, LOL. Point proven. Okay, so he's not, whatever. All right. So I'm going to stop answering you now. You and I are done talking now. Okay? You're not invited. You're not my friend. You've made yourself an enemy of myself by coming and trying to destroy my reputation, by calling me a fraud, by threatening me and my friends and my family, by putting false information about me. You've put yourself as an enemy, and I would treat you as such if I see you. So be aware that I'm not a social guy in the sense of I'm gonna, not get in trouble because I'm gonna try to keep it social. If you come around me, I see an enemy. I won't hit you. I won't attack you. But if you touch me, I will. Okay? End of story. All right, he's done here. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. I hope that was a good lesson for you. We're gonna go to the Players Club. Be the best. Fuck the rest. Let's go.